This is Arvin Vohra, founder of Vohra Method and author of The Equation for Excellence, How to Make Your Child Excel at Math. In this video, I'm going to explain Vohra Method Ultrachallenge problems. Many problems in Vohra Method are hard, but some problems are so extremely, exceptionally hard that we really think you're going to get the most out of those problems if you think about them outside of class for a day. So we call these ultra challenge problems. And when you see an ultra challenge problem, the VMH will let you know that this problem you need to think about outside of class for a day, for 24 hours. Now, you don't have to solve the problem. Let me make that clear. You don't have to solve the problem at all. Most students don't solve the problem. These problems are so hard that very few students can solve them outside of class in a day or a week or honestly a month. So what do we actually want you to do? Just think about it. Just like let the problem roll around in your head while you're doing other things. Let it be in the back of your mind. Just keep thinking about it. Now, this is a tradition at Vohra Method, but it's actually a tradition that's far older and far more widespread than Vohra Method. This is actually what you do in any advanced math program. Those of you who will be math majors in college, and those of you who go to college, I think that's probably what everyone should do is be a math major. But if you're going to be a math major in college, you'll know that you'll have many experiences where you'll be given 3 or 4 problems at the beginning of the week. You'll spend 40 to 60 hours trying to figure them out, and you'll figure out maybe all of them, maybe a couple of them. When I was a math major in college, by the time we were seniors and most people had dropped out of math, and there's like 7 to 10 of us still left. You know, either the best math students or at least the most resilient math students in the school. It would take us usually about 50 to 60 hours per assignment. Now, these assignments only had 5 or 6 questions on them, and the solutions only had a few steps. These weren't like solutions that had 300 steps. They had like maybe 5 or 6 steps for the solution. But figuring out what to do took a lot of time. So it's not that you just sit there and write stuff out as fast as you can. It's just the opposite. I'm going to give you the 2 bits of advice that every math teacher is going to give, every math professor gives to their advanced math students. When you're stuck on a problem, you're going to do 2 things. The first thing is you're going to stare at it. Just stare at it and see if you can think of anything. Keep staring at it. The second thing you do, step away from it. Stop staring at it. Go do something else. Go eat something. Go watch a movie. Go for a run. Work out. Do some other homework from some other easier class. Do something else, and then come back and stare at it some more. So basically, during this next 24-hour period, I want you to stare at the problem and then not stare at the problem and see if you can make any progress at all. Listen, I don't expect you to make any progress at all. You don't have to make even one correct step. I just want you to think about it. Let your brain start to engage with the advanced problem that you're about to do. Now, if you do figure out the problem before, fantastic. But for right now, here's what you need to do. You can either end class today entirely. That's all totally fine. You can just stop class today, go think about it, or you can just switch to a different topic. So, for example, if you're about to do a math ultra challenge problem, you can stop the problem. You can stop math and switch over to reading, and then think about that. And then tomorrow or the day after, or whenever, you can come back and do the math problem. If you're doing a reading ultra challenge problem, you'd stop reading and switch over to math. So you can either switch topics, or you can just end for the day and think about whatever challenge problem you're looking at. The ultra challenge problems are such an important part of Vohra Method thinking. Now, you might be saying, well, wait a second. Why? How would this be useful? I don't have 24 hours to take the SAT. I have 4 hours. I have 3 hours to take the SAT. How is this kind of training going to help? Well, let me explain this. When you learn to do something at all, even if it takes you 24 hours or 48 hours or 3 weeks, the next phase will be your brain will understand this whole new level of thinking, and then your brain's going to start doing it faster. So first, at first when you do it, it's going to take you hours and hours and hours. Later when you do it, it's going to take you minutes, and even later than that, it's going to take you seconds. The reason that right now I can do a lot of these problems so quickly is because I've done other problems that took many, many days. Some of them are the same level of difficulty as the problems I now do in a couple of seconds, and that's what I want to have, what the experience that I want you to be able to have as well. So at first, these problems will take a really long time, but as you build those connections, those synapses in your mind, I promise you what used to take weeks will take days. What took days is going to take hours. What takes hours will take minutes. And eventually, you might even be able to do some of these super advanced problems in just a few seconds. So go ahead, either switch topics or wrap up class for today. Ultra challenge problems at Vohra Method are a major part of your learning and a major part of your intellectual and cognitive development.